Okay, let's talk about the graphing standard, okay? So 6x minus 2y equals 12. Do you have the y by itself? No, you don't. Okay, so we need to use the 0 for x and 0 for y. So I write that equation twice. And the x being 0 means I can get rid of that, and y being 0 means I can get rid of that. So now it's dividing. That's -6. So that's your y-intercept. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then I divide by 6, and x is 2. So that's my x-intercept, so 2, 0. Okay, so I graph my line. And my domain is restricted to x is less than or equal to 2. So I go to 2. Point's pretty much already there, so you can circle it, and you got a right side and a left side. That's a less than, so I want to keep the left side, okay? I don't want the right side. Okay, next one. Now this time the y is by itself. It's in slope-intercept form. So you can graph it two ways. You can pick 3 numbers for x. Now it needs to be multiples of 4 because you got the 4, 0, 4, and 8. Or you can do the MB and then find the slope, identify the slope in the y-intercept. So my y-intercept's 2, and then -1/4 is the slope. So if I'm using these 3, I go negative, and by the way, you replace the x. So -1/4 times 0 plus 2 is 2. -1/4 times 4 plus 2 is 1, and then you're just going to get down to 0. So 0, 2. There's 0, 2. 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 8, 0. They line up. Again, if you do the y-intercept, you're at 2, and then you go down 4, right, down 1, right 4. So down 1, right 4, there's a point. Down 1, right 4, there's another point. Okay, domain's restricted to only numbers for x, coordinates for x that are greater than or equal to 2. So I go to 2, that's the x. So I got a right and a left. That's greater than, so we want the part that goes to the right. So I want the right, I get rid of the left. Okay, x equals 2, I just have one variable. Y is not even here, so 1, 2, 3, and then x is constantly 2. So I go 2, 1, 2, 2, and 2, 3. And there's my line. Unrestricted domain means you don't cut it. Okay, and this one again, the y is by itself, so there's no fraction, so I'd go 0, 1, 2. Or I could do the MB, the slope, and the y-intercept. Pick one you like better. So the B is -1, and the slope is 2. To make your slope into a fraction, you'd put a 1 under it. Okay, so 2 times 0 minus 1 is -1. 2 times 1 minus 1 is going to give me 1. And then 2 times 2 minus 1 gives me 3. Okay, so 0, -1. 1, 1, I go right 1, up 1, and then right 2, up 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then again, if you're using this, you go -1, and then I go up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1. I get the same 3 points. So -1 and then 1 are my 2 points. So remember, what I want is the part that's between the points. I don't want the outsides. Cross out the right and cross out the left. Just in here is the graph. Okay, tell her the point -6.5 is on the line. Okay, so that's x and that's y. So I need to insert those numbers in for x and in for y. So 3 parentheses plus 5 parentheses equals 7. So my x is -6 and the y is going to be 5. Okay, you can plug that in. So 3 and then -6 plus 5 and then 5. I got 7, so 7 equals 7. That's yes. Yes, it is. Now, if you don't want to just use a calculator, you got to times and times. It's -18, and that's 25. -18 plus 25 is 7, so that's a yes. Calculate the slope of the line at the given points. All you got to do is find the slope. You don't need to write any equations, none of that stuff. Okay? That's all you need to do. So y minus y, that's going to be 13 minus 5 or 5 minus 13. It doesn't matter. And then -6 minus -3. But that one becomes plus plus. So that's 8 over -3. 8 divided by -3. Okay, I got a decimal that never ends, so I'm just going to circle this. Okay, and then the last problem. A bank account's losing a constant amount of money each month. After 2 months, the account has $300. After 4 months, it has $230. Find the average rate of change of the account in dollars per month. So I'm finding the dollars per month. That's all I need. Okay, but the problem is I have 2 sets of dollars and 2 sets of months. Okay, so I need to use the y minus y, x minus x formula. Okay. So the y minus y is going to be $300 minus 230. Your dollar's got to go on top because that comes on top of per. And then in the meantime, you got 2 minus 4. So it's going to be 70 over -2. That's -35. So the rate of change is -$35 per month.